It's a new year, and for many of us, that means a new us. Not me, of course, I'm already perfect. New year, same old perfect me. In fact, the same is true of some of our top teams. Well, some of them are going to need to make and keep a very important New Year's resolution. 2023 is our year, viewers. For Heroic, the New Year's resolution is as simple as not falling apart. Their improvement was as consistent as it was impressive, and they now sit atop the rankings. All they have to do is the same thing again, just maybe win the major final this time. Team Liquid need to find a way to turn group stage form into playoff form, like Paul George. While Yekindar is a superstar, his style makes him Quicksilver, and with it, Liquid.
He's got another mass, oh no way!
Outsiders' resolution is probably just to become even more boring. They're going to find a way to be 1 second later on their executes and even slower in the mid rounds. FaZe Clan just need to ensure they get to the big stages, because that's where they excel. And we all need more stage Carrigan. Oh, maybe they can figure out how to make 5v5s look as easy as they make 2v5s.
Matters into his own hands, couldn't find the second shot fast enough, but Jax, he drops in! Oh, talk about a custodian!
Vitality's resolution should be to just keep ZywOo happy. Not just because he'll play better and that's their ticket to the top, but because otherwise he might leave.
Such a hard shot to hit. That's ridiculous.
Listening to Apex scream after every round win must get boring eventually. We imagine G2's resolution has very little to do with in-server stuff and a lot more on getting those metrics up on Hooksy memes. Now we can see views on Twitter, Hooksy memes are going to get more and more aggressive. Maybe they can figure out what part of the map JKS is talking about when he says diggity as well. Navi's first New Year's resolution will be to convince people that it's NPL and not nipple. And then maybe something about getting Bit's headshot percentage up to 80%. Mouse need to find an amazing Father's Day present for old Dexter so we can deal with the stresses of looking after 5 children. 1 back in Australia and 4 on Mouse. Leashing Nafany should be Cloud9's resolution. While his aggression is important for them, it needs to be tampered a little bit. However, he is in charge, so the resolution will probably just be more aggression. Fury will be looking to invent time travel just to go back to the Rio Major, the game against Na'Vi, and replay it over and over. And so Ark can actually be in the enemy spawn at 155 instead of 140. Team Spirit's resolution is to convince Patsy and Siren that every single event they play in is the Major. Major Team Spirit are different, and we want to see more of that, please. Fnatic's resolution should be to fix up their wildly inconsistent T-sides, and maybe ensure Nikodos is settled on this team. He hasn't quite hit the heights of his Copenhagen Flames form just yet. Nexa will need to use the new year to either calm Dexter down, or get some very soft mittens. Oh, and maybe fix some inconsistencies or something else unimportant. 2023 needs to be NIP's year, and they might need to use it to convince Alexibi and Headtrick to learn Swedish, so that Brolan doesn't leave for eyeballers. Ence's big task will be convincing the Sun to rise on the T side. Sun Pius is god tier on the CT side, but his T isn't all that. He is the key for this team. There haven't been loads of things for NACS fans to get excited about, but keeping Floppy's Twitter game up might help Complexity grab some more fans. And make sure Holzerk doesn't shave that mullet. MIBR's resolution has to be Retribution, a disappointing exit at the Americas RMR meant they missed out on the major in the country whose name they bear. So qualifying for this year's Rio adventure is objective number 1. Big's number 1 resolution has to be getting Faven back fit and fighting. A lovely little player who struggled to play in every event due to health issues. Payne will be looking for a very similar resolution as MIBR. Rio born Big O0 was in tears after missing out, but has another chance if all things go well. Keeping hold of their stars is more important than anything else for them. There's about 100 jokes we could make about evil geniuses, so it's tough to nail it down to just one. Learn to count to 5? Oh, they're gonna start a 5th roster now I've said that, aren't they? Bad News Eagles might be looking for an org, but if we were them, we'd secretly have a resolution not to get signed, and keep Zerg rushing their way into majors for that juicy payday. 00 Nation's resolution appears to have already been completed. They finally got rid of the Argentinian. Poor Troy got cut a few months after they tried to get rid of him last time. Astralis's will be largely to do with PR. It's fair to say they've done a whole lot of damage to that in the last couple of weeks. Oh, and teach Buzz how to die in advantageous positions for Blame F. Fallen is probably just happy he's still playing for a semi-decent team in 2023, while Copenhagen Flames will be aiming for record high profits this year, like every other year. Movistar's whole year will be about whispering sweet nothings into Sun Pius' ear while Snappy isn't looking, while Falcons will be pestering Valve to unnerf the AWP all the way back to 2013. And for us at ESL, we're just aiming to be a part of the best year Counter-Strike has ever had once again. That was a little cheesy, but it's also true. Happy 2023, gamers.